So guys, it's Aaron, the home for mobile reviews, A.ca, and today we're going to do a review of the Ghostek Atomic. Now, you might be thinking, why are you starting this review in the car, Aaron? Now, Ghostek did say that we can drive over this case, or I can drive over this case with the car, so that's what we're going to do. We got a camera out there, got a camera down there. I'm going to start up my car. I've got an iPhone 6s in the Atomic underneath my wheel well, and, well, as you can see there's the iPhone in the case, and it's still recording, and everything looks okay. So guys, I've done a lot of reviews for waterproof iPhone 6 cases, and this is the waterproof case that I've been hoping for this entire time, for a day-to-day case anyways. As you can tell, it's iPhone 6s is fine, it still works. We've done a lot of awful things to this case, and this is one heck of a case. I am so impressed with this Ghostek Atomic. It's slim, it's waterproof, it's almost like the perfect waterproof case. So let's get on with the rest of this review.
Real usage, real reviews. Mobile reviews, A.ca.
At Mobile Reviews A.ca, we like to say that we base everything that we do on actual usage, but no sane person is going to drive their car over the Atomic or over any sort of iPhone or throw it 12 to 15 feet into the air half a dozen times. That's just not real usage, but we're doing that to prove the point that this is a beast of a case. Since I didn't mention it before, I've given this case a score of 4 A's out of 5, which is tied for the highest rated waterproof iPhone 6 case that I've come across. It's tied with the Nuud, but I would give the edge to the Atomic because I don't have a criteria called beating the absolute crap out of a case. In terms of design, the majority of this case is the aluminum bumper. This is the thickest aluminum bumper that I've seen for any sort of case, which is why your iPhone isn't going to bend in it. The size of the case really doesn't compromise the size of the iPhone, unlike other waterproof cases like the lunatic Taktik 360. The aluminum bumper makes the Atomic feel solid and subsequently feels incredibly well built. Assembling the Atomic is also very unique because you don't really snap anything together. There isn't a traditional O-ring like you would find on the LifeProof cases or any other type of waterproof case. The waterproofing basically comes from the front and backs fitting into a tiny slot along the edges of the aluminum bumper. In terms of protection, as you just saw, the Ghostek Atomic will protect your iPhone. It isn't officially drop rated, though we were pushed, or I was pushed to go drop it from a decent height, which included 12 to 15 foot or maybe 20 foot drops. And as you can see, this is the iPhone. It did get a bit damaged, but the iPhone still works. So it's gonna keep your iPhone safe from any sort of normal accidental drop. I do encourage you to go see the full drop test video because it was a pile of fun to do. In terms of water protection, the Ghostek Atomic actually isn't as tough as other waterproof cases. The average waterproof case is waterproof up to 6.6 feet for 30 minutes, but the Atomic is rated for 4 feet for 10 minutes, which means that this case is more suited for the occasional drop in your toilet rather than a weekend by the ocean or lake, in my opinion. That is why I say that this case is the perfect waterproof day-to-day case, but not a vacation case. Life cases are a little better for holidays, but if I was going to the ocean or lake, I'd stick with a Hitcase Pro or an Optics XD6. In terms of functionality, this is the best part of the Atomic. Accessing your iPhone is pretty great. Buttons are easy to use, but the mute switch is a little more difficult to access. The cutouts at the bottom of the case are actually quite small and generally only fit Apple-sized cables. I've seen a couple of comments saying that cables didn't work with the case, they were too small, and that has happened to me, but all you have to do is kind of jig the iPhone inside the case or reinstall it so that everything lines up. Waterproof cases are generally very poor in terms of sound quality, but surprisingly the Ghostek Atomic is one of the better cases in terms of sound quality. The sound coming from the iPhone inside the Atomic is slightly muffled, but there's no cracking, popping noises like you would find on LifeProof cases. The camouflage has its own independent cutout, which means that flash doesn't spill into the photograph, and the Touch ID membrane works very well. For signal quality, I didn't notice a drop in signal strength or Bluetooth strength with the iPhone and the Atomic. In terms of screen functionality, there is a gap between the screen protector and the iPhone, though the sensitivity loss isn't terribly annoying, but it is noticeable. The Ghostek Atomic is incredibly average in terms of screen functionality when compared to other waterproof cases. The viewability of your iPhone's touchscreen is actually very nice in this case. There are no rainbow effects and the plastic screen protector is quite clear, so glare isn't a big issue. The gap between the screen protector and the iPhone does result in tiny double reflection, but it's not terribly noticeable. Again, I've given this case a score of 4 A's out of 5. I love this case. I will be completely honest with you. I've gone through at least 8 waterproof iPhone 6 cases, and this is by far my favorite waterproof case for day-to-day usage. This definitely is way better than any sort of LifeProof case you can get. It is tougher than any sort of LifeProof case that you can get. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the comments section below. I am on Google+, Twitter, Instagram, as well as Facebook. I post stuff to all those different platforms, so do follow me there. They're a little different than what I post here. If this is the first time you watch my videos, I do encourage you to click subscribe. If you let me know this is your first time watching our videos, I don't know. It would actually make me feel better. I have absolutely nothing to give to you. I would just feel better knowing that there's somebody new watching my stuff. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.